Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And he'll be out of bounds after a tough return. Offense looking at its own 17 to begin the drive.
At their own 17-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Space on the right. He's got room. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Prescott opening with a pass. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's Dak. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now it's Prescott again. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. You see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the red zone on first. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. George Pickens the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Shipley now to return. Good work so far. He's got room. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
180.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well, I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 9 yards. Another 3 and out.
Hurts now on fourth. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have it second down well inside of field goal range. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Rod Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Prescott now to throw on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This one from 47 yards away.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts now from the gun. That's cut. It's Saquon Barkley. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Short pass brought in. Down to the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 5 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. We've set it down from the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's Prescott, first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, and you got to take advantage of that opportunity, defense just did.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing second and 23.
Here we go, 47. We're going to 54. Wide in. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott here from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance.
Here we go, 47. Yeah! Wide in. 26.
Snap is off. It's Prescott. Into the hands of Pickett. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on fourth down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
Shipley now to return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Brought in right side. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, it's headed the other way.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10, Prescott. Out left, Lamb makes the ground. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Blue here from the pistol. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. It's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
The Eagles go dime for this third down call. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. Breaks free in the center of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2.
Take that play right there. That run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie is putting on a show.
Brian Schottenheimer wants his guys to get 2 more here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Has it at the 1. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
That's about trust. Trust in your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Operating now to kick this one away. Shipley now to return. Jukes away from 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A loss of 11 yards. It's second down.
Here's Hurts. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Davion Clowney on that stop.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Hurts. He finds Dotson left side. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Straight ahead. Here's Barkley. And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go. Trimmer. Go Silver, ready?
Back to throw, Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Great. Set.
They go play fake with Hurts. Blitz is there, and he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to throw it. That's complete to Goddard. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Brought in, and not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Hurts throwing again. A crucial mistake late. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover.
And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Okay, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
To kick off for the Cowboys.
Out now for the free kick, hoping their defense can answer a safety with a stop of their own. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Eagles trailing by 5. First down now, ball at the 33.
Hey! Don't touch that! Trimmer!
He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He had to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And an Eagles first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Great.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
At their 49-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Great. Call up Yeti.
Setting up to pass. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play. Partner, and again, the turnover escapes them. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read. Brock got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives, that's a really hard walk off the field.
Call up Yeti. 73.
Throwing now. Trying to push deep downfield. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5.
Don't touch that. Silver, sack. Hey, easy. 63, back. Don't touch it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Wearing of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10.
Yo, set. Alpha. Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. 63.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Here he is to throw. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Trying for it on the ground. And he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the 4th. Now a field goal would only tie this game. So they stick with a hot hand partner, and he ends up adding 2 more on top of that touchdown.
I'd say 8 points is a pretty solid try's work for him.
Right.
And as long as he's producing, seeing the gaps, getting the pads down, getting those tough yards, feed that man the ball. He won't be denied.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And he's got it all the way down to the 12. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Working inside the red zone. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Eagles 24.
Separate now to kick this one away. Shipley now to return. And this is brought to a halt just across the 10.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Hurts now from the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down, let's check down, let's check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Hurts trying again on second down. Trying to push deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he has this down to the 14-yard line. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got first and 10 inside the red zone.
Hey, Silver. Nice.
From the red zone on first. And they got him. They took him down before he could get to that goal line. No time left. Zeros on the clock. This game's over. So what a way to get them to win here, Brock. A touchdown-saving tackle just before the goal line. It doesn't get any closer than that. Defenders coming over to celebrate as they should.